Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Come on. Hey.
They start the drive with White. And fights through one man. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Good position to be in here, second and inches.
7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Tompkins. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Panther 11. Trap 60.
Back to throw. Tompkins. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go now. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
Throwing on first down. Tompkins. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Mustang 19.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He completes this to Russell Gage. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays and send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
19 tight.
Looking to throw. Tompkins working the middle of the field, and He's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. First down, here's White. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Tompkins. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. On the draw, here's White. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Operating from the gun, Tompkins. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Well, they miss an opportunity to put some points on the board on the opening drive. They pass on the field goal. What'd you think?
I'm looking at it from a positive standpoint for them. First drive of the game, they set the tone, right? They go downfield. They let them know how aggressive they're going to be all game long. Even though they don't get it, because it's the first drive of the game, you're not that worried about it. Hey, we got plenty of other opportunities as this game moves on.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Black Ultra, 6, Mega.
On play action, Young. He'll air one out deep for Mingo. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe Maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Young. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And some space here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Tompkins. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19 Lions, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 10 to 11, 10 to 11.
Back to throw. Tompkins. Throw out wide is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw. Tompkins. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. On fourth down, Tompkins. He's got his target. That's complete. In for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer from 17 yards out. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Panthers first down.
Young now from the 50. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Field black. Blue striker. Blue.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Young's throws on target to Duvernay. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
First down, Panthers.
To the air once more, Young. And the ball is knocked out. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Recovered by the Buccaneers.
Cut. Smash. Red. Blue. Go.
Young on first down. And he's taken in by Hurst. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Number 81, Hayden Hurst.
Shot. 17. Slide 2.
Duvernay in motion. Now Young. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on first and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Sanders is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially dial up.
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. And they just get the playoff. Now Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Come on.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tompkins. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Here we go. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 18 Rattler.
On 1st and 10, Tompkins. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This 2nd and 4.
Panther 60. Set. Let's go.
In motion left, Godwin. They stay on the ground with White. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now they'll shift things around.
Hey, check that.
White trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Palmer going in motion right. White is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
Ready.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Red, yellow, white, white.
Final play of the half, Young. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. He's on his way. Well, that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Here's White. And he is not going to get through here on try number one. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Again, this is White. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
To throw on second down is Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but some kind of offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
A first down throw for Young. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll throw again. Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line.
16 yards. And the Panther first down.
Red, cycle. Yellow. Hut.
Now here's Young. He completes this one to Mingo. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Black
At the
over.
Bucs' 17-yard line.
6, mega. Red, yellow. White, white.
Young will set to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Devin Duvernay from 17 yards out. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Claws red. Hut.
The Young's going to throw for this. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Panthers 8.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but it's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Panthers.
On 1st and 10, Young. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Slide 2. Black shot. Green jack. Ready?
Here's Young. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Young here, you can see changing the play. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Operating from the gun, Tompkins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Come on, come on. Hey.
On the draw, it's White. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11.
In motion left, Godwin. To throw on 3rd down, Tompkins. Oh, and that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Gage going to go in motion right.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On 4th down, Tompkins. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Levante David. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
Go red. Huge yellow. Black ultra.
following the interception. Young, and he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Read option, this is White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Dragon 60.
To throw on second down. Tompkins. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lions. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Mustang 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the gun on third down. Tompkins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. Tompkins. Touchdown! Tampa Bay! Russell Gage, 30 yards. And the Bucs are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Mingo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On gain of 30. First down, Carolina.
First down, Young. This will be caught. It's Waddle. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Young to throw it. Steps away. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Okay, ready?
Second down, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 10 yards out. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Panthers 23.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
60 Maverick.
On first down, Tompkins. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Okay, ready?
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Meanwhile, Young's throw is on target to Duvernay. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now 2nd and 4.
Strike two. Black shot. Green jack. Set.
From the shotgun, it's Young. He's going to let it fly. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 63 yards. And the Panthers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Shoot. Yellow. Black ultra.
Young. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18, 18, Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's first and 10.
Drop 60, drop 60.
He's back to throw. And this one too low.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw. That is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Warriors 70. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Come on.
Here's first and 10.
Riggs. 19 tight. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw again. He's got his man. It's White. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now first and goal. And they are able to spike this in time. And that is going to set up a field goal try that one way or the other will decide this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And his kick here is good. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be out right at the 35. And they have secured a spot